Welcome to Jackson MacNichol, the Veterans Disability Specialist. Together, we can take on the VA. You may have some questions about your case, so let's answer those questions. I'm Francis Jackson. I'll be your guide to the disability appeals process with the Department of Veterans Affairs, known as the VA. At Jackson MacNichol, we're honored to represent you during this difficult time in your life. You've served your country. We're here to serve you. We will do everything in our power to get you justice by getting you the benefits you deserve. Getting service-connected disability compensation or disability pension benefits from the VA is a complicated process. Getting a decision can take anywhere from a few months to years, depending on where you are in the process, sometimes even longer, but we'll stick with you as long as it takes. Let's talk a little about how a veteran's disability case works. The VA is the only agency in the entire government that has a special law that says you can't pay a lawyer to help you file your initial claim. Because of that, we start helping you at the appeals level. Before you can hire us to help you, you must have already filed your claim and had a decision from the VA. When you contact us, an intake specialist will gather all of the information related to your application. You'll need to know when the VA made a decision on your case so that we can know exactly what step is needed next. Once you start your case with us, your very own case manager will handle any questions that you may have and ensure that the Veterans Administration is kept up to date with your information, including changes in your health or your treatment. Your case manager will know the process inside and out. If you come to us within a year after your VA decision, as soon as you appoint one of our lawyers to represent you, we can appeal that decision. It doesn't matter whether the VA turns you down completely or whether they just gave you an unfairly low rating. As long as you come to us in time, we can appeal the denial or ask for a higher rating for you. The important thing is to submit a written notice of disagreement with the decision to the VA within 1 year. As long as you do that, you have two options. You can ask the VA regional office that made the decision to have a senior member of the adjudication staff review the decision. The VA calls that the Decision Review Officer Program. If you prefer, instead, you can appeal the denial or the unfair rating to the Board of Veterans' Appeals in Washington, D.C. In either case, we'll work with you. We'll start by getting your case file, what the VA calls your claims file or C-file. That's the entire record of your dealings with the VA about all your claims. We'll also review your entire medical history. We'll need to know all the doctors you are seeing, the names of the doctors treating your various medical problems with their office addresses and phone numbers. We'll also need to know about your past medical history so that we can try to get any old medical records relating to your disabilities. After we get all the right information, your case manager will help you take the next step in the process. You have to be patient because a decision can take several months, sometimes years. Once your appeal has been filed and we're waiting for a decision from the VA, they may ask you for more information. You may get a letter saying that the VA is working on your case but needs something more. Responding to the letter is important. We ask that you work with us to try to put together the answers to all of their questions. If there's anything you can't answer, talk to your case manager at Jackson MacNichol about it. The VA may also ask you to see one of their doctors for a one-time examination. You're required to go to that appointment. Be certain that you take the time to tell their doctor about each issue relating to your disabilities and to explain how it is related to service. Unfortunately, your attorney can't go to the doctor's appointment with you. Once the VA reviews everything, including your medical records and claims file, they'll make a decision. The decision will be mailed to you and a copy will be sent to us as your attorneys. What if you're denied on the initial appeal? This is common. A majority of the cases we handle are actually appeals from various denials, so you're in good hands. Your case manager will work with you to file an appeal and request a hearing from the Veterans Law Judge at the Board of Veterans' Appeals. Because an appeal could take 12 to 18 months or longer, there are several things you must be certain to do. First, don't stop treatment with your doctors. Consistent treatment is important to being awarded benefits. We'll follow up with you to make sure you're receiving treatment. Second, stay in touch with our office. Keep us informed of changes in your treatment and condition, things like new doctors, hospital visits, tests, or surgery. Finally, when the hearing is scheduled, we'll contact you and you'll talk with one of our disability attorneys to prepare for the hearing. The hearing will usually be at the VA regional office nearest to your home, but you can ask to have the hearing at the board's office in Washington, D.C. if you prefer. If the Board of Veterans' Appeals turns you down, we can appeal your case further to the Court of Appeals for Veterans Claims in Washington, D.C., or we can offer new evidence at the regional office. One of our experienced attorneys will review your case and advise you on which approach we recommend. Now you're probably asking yourself, how can I afford an attorney to do all this work? Relax. Unlike attorneys who are paid on an hourly basis, Jackson MacNichol works on a contingency fee agreement. We only receive a fee if you win. It's a one-time fee of 20%, 1/5, of your past due benefits only. We're usually paid directly by the VA. You will never have to pay any fees from your monthly benefit checks. We hope now that you've seen this video, you're more comfortable with what to expect during your veteran's disability case. If you have any questions, call to speak with your case manager. Thanks for placing your trust in Jackson MacNichol.